retired elementary school teacher from Roosevelt Elementary School. And so I know some of the families here, I've taught some of their children. I was moved to 6th grade against my will, kicking and screaming, by a principal who didn't like me. So, but when the Read Across America Day came, the teacher who had retired in 6th grade had always hosted Ashleigh to read his pop shots in his classroom. And I thought, sure, why not? 6th grade, absolutely. I read the pop shots and thought, this guy's gonna be cool. Luckily, I had done some prep work and told the kids, because, I mean, you know Ashleigh, like an 11 and 12-year-olds? So I thought, how are they gonna relate to him? And so I spent a week teaching his pot shots. I bought the CD with his 10,000 pot shots and passed the kids. We looked at all of them and talked about poetry and did all this stuff. And he came in and they were mesmerized by him every single time. He came year after year. I have photos of him sitting with all the kids in the background. And he basically had them eating out of his hand the whole time. And so what he started to do was he always gave the kids pot shots. But one time he started the tradition where he had the pot shots in his hand and he would walk like up and down and find a pot shot and then hand it to a student. And the student would read the pot shot out loud, was the agreement. And we'd all known each other because it's February. So we've all known each other the whole school year. And they've been in school with each other since kindergarten probably. So they all know each other and their stories. Every single pot shot he handed out, we all just, our eyes got big and looked. How did you know to give that kid that pot shot? Because it was something they were working on or something they needed to hear, whatever it was. And so I truly enjoyed having him come and read to my students every year. It was such a blessing. Well, it turned out that I invited him over for soup one day, for lunch. And so my husband and I, what do you want? He goes, soup. I like soup. Okay, what kind of soup? I don't know, soup. And bread, I want bread, like good sourdough bread. Oh, okay. So we go to Trader Joe's, because I'm not that great of a cook, but we go to Trader Joe's and buy like the fresh, in the containers of the cold soups and the things. And I buy, I don't know, 3 or 4 different kinds. And then we're at the grocery store to find something else. And I think, I have a bad feeling about this. And so I go to the soup aisle and I buy Dinty Moore beef stew in the can. I'm telling you, I lay it all out. And that man picks Dinty Moore beef stew to have for lunch. So now I'm stuck with all of these soups. But we sat and had soup, and we sat outside, and we had a view at our old place, and had bread, and just had the greatest time. So I have very fond memories of Ashleigh. So thank you for letting me share.